Hi Scorpios, thanks for joining me for the May of 2017 reading. I cannot believe that it's May already. This year's nearly halfway over. But anyways, let's get some cards out for you. There is some astrological things I want to tell you about for you guys this month. And something else, but I totally left my mind, so I'll just leave it go and get the cards out first. This is my deck. If you've never seen before, this is the Rock and Roll Tarot deck. This is my own deck, and we're going to pull a card from Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are my cards too. Let me get your last card out. If you want to use either one of these decks and work with them yourselves, you can do so by checking my website. There's all sorts of stuff there. They have changed the shipping. If you had looked into getting my deck before but were discouraged by the expensive shipping, there's options now. They've added more options. So, especially for those of you overseas, I know a lot of people were discouraged by the price of the shipping. So it's much less expensive now. But anyways, there's a full moon in your sign this month. That's what we got to talk about. That's on the 10th. So you get your one new moon and your one full moon every year. This is your full moon. It's happening on the 10th at 20 degrees of Scorpio. So it's kind of a big deal. Your full moon, it'll bring things to culmination. It'll bring things to a head. It can. But more so, your full moon is kind of like, you could have some illumination. You could have some aha moments. You could have some realization. Some kind of a light could be shined on you, and you could figure something out it could just come to you, in a moment. By the end of the month, it looks like you're really getting things together down here, but it may start off a little bumpy for some of you. Mercury's still retrograde when we start the month. It doesn't go direct until on the 4th. Mercury goes direct. The nodes are changing signs this month too, so it's gonna be kind of a big energy shift for everyone this month. So it starts out. You have this. Fighting here, this 5 of Rods. This is, I'm fighting, I'm up against conflict, I'm facing challenges, I'm having difficulty, I'm at odds with somebody. And the Death card is right there, so it's telling you to just leave it alone. Just let it go and go past it. This is a stalemate. This is not anything that you're going to win at. And the sooner that you realize that, the sooner that it's all going to be good here. Because this looks very favorable. I wanted to say something before I move on from this, though. Secondly, maybe some of you have experienced a death, and you may be fighting over an estate. In some cases, that could be true. Hopefully, that's not the case. Hopefully, the Death card is just, death, release, moving on, letting it go. It does show that there is some kind of insights or enlightenments. And you Scorpios, you're pretty psychic all the time anyway. You're always pretty psychic, and but it does feel like this is spirit communication. This is spirit talking to you, coming to you, giving you a message. So it could be around that full moon on your sign there. But for some of you, I feel like if there was a death in the family and we are fighting over an estate or something, that this could be that person who's passed on. Whatever this is, it's a message of peace. I'm even hearing the word Prince of Peace, which I know that was often how in Christianity that people refer to Jesus as the Prince of Peace. But this is what I'm hearing, the Prince of Peace. So I feel like there's this peaceful energy that's available, and that follows up with the whole lineup here, because the Hangman is very much a card of peace and enlightenment, and pause, reflect, enlightenment. And then the Balance card here. By the end of the month, we've got a fantastic lineup here, okay? We've got the Temperance card. This is higher forces and angels are coming in. Everything's going to work out good. Everything's going to work out fairly. Everything's going to come into balance. I want to note also how this Ace of Swords is in reverse, saying that you're just not going to win at this fight, whatever this is. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Well, this is a time to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. So you got to walk away. What does it point at? So it's still a pointing card, and it points at the Empress. That's you. Empress is fabulous. Empress is one of the best cards in the deck. Empress is you feeling fulfilled, you feeling at peace, you feeling grounded, and happiness, peace, abundance. So if this is like a fight over money too, you could you'll end up being okay. You'll make it back and then some, because it's the card of the harvest too. The King of Swords definitely has something to do with it in a positive way. King of Swords could be in these readings male or female, air sign Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But the other thing that's going on, we have a couple of Gemini things this month, which is an air sign. We have a couple air events. Well, first of all, the nodes are moving in, but the Sun moves into Gemini on the 20th, and then we are also having a new moon in Gemini on the 25th. So that's why I feel like this is a little bit later in the month. By the time we get after the 20th, this is all ironed out. You're feeling better. And I feel like you're feeling better by just keeping you cool and finding your center and embracing your Empress energy rather than wasting your... Oh, sorry about that. Rob, come here, buddy. Come here. Rather than wasting your energy fighting this. It's not... be the Empress, embrace your abundance, and it'll all come to you through the grace of Spirit and the Prince of Peace, God, whatever you believe in. For some of you, this could have been a miscarriage. If somebody's had miscarriages, then they might turn out and end up pregnant. You know, it could be that. That could be a definite thing that's going on. Okay, good boy. You know you're protecting the house. You're a good protector. Sorry, the dog's over here. I don't want to yell at him for barking because that's his job. Anyways, so King of Swords, somebody very favorable. King of Swords also, this is what I wanted to mention. King of Swords can be, it could be an air sign and all that, but sometimes the King of Swords is involved in legal law. He could be a lawyer, he could be a judge, he could be like, you know, like a policeman or somebody like that that's involved, you know, in law, legal, government, you know, those kind of things. So, for some of you, you may have to. It may be like you'll have your day in court. It could be like that. We don't have the justice card here, but I'm still feeling like this is kind of a strong vibe for some people, that there may be this legal person that steps in, or this authority figure, whether it's a policeman, you know, a councilman, a lawyer, a judge, and says, "Listen, you know." So don't. Whatever the case is, don't waste your. Don't waste your breath fighting, because by the end of the month you're going to be in a good spot. You know, you're going to be the Empress. You're going to be in abundance and everything else. So let's go ahead and get your animal totem rolling out here for you guys. By the way, if you want just a love reading, be sure to head over to Vimeo and check that out, because I do have the lots of love readings for $2 and some change. And this month we're using the Smith Waite deck, which is really cool because it has some extra cards in it, a couple extra cards. And I've incorporated some new things, like using the 2 rose quartz hearts in it. It's a 2-for-1 reading for $2 and some change. Pick up all my stuff, find out how to get a reading from me, check my website above or below. And don't forget about how the shipping is much more better on these decks now. Much more better. Alright, so what's going on for Scorpios with the animal totems for May 2017? This one, is it just one? Yeah, this one's come out. The cheetah. Cheetah's about having a lot of irons in the fire and not just focusing on one thing, because that could be the Empress too, blossoming and blooming from every direction. But let's read what I initially wrote. Empath, healer, prolific, creator. Things happening at lightning speed. Staying alert to synchronistic signs. The path of the soul practitioner. Yeah, you know, the Empress can be kind of like the soul practitioner too, although I do see you having somebody standing next to you and by your side here. But you kind of, you know, you can't always convince somebody else to see things your way or go along with your way of thinking. I mean, sometimes it's just a waste of time and energy. The soul practitioner, that means you got to be true to yourself. You have to be true to yourself. Go, trust your inner guidance. Follow your true north. Follow your path. Maybe you're not going to get people to come around to your way of thinking. Highly likely that you won't. It's highly likely that you won't. Release, 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 release. Go within. This is a time with that full moon too. I mean, you could really be tuning into some stuff here. Both of these cards are like, well, all three, this whole lineup here, bam, bam, bam. This is like spirits around you. Blessings are around you. Spirits are trying to communicate with you. And the other thing I wanted to mention with the Empress is, for some of you, it could be your own mother, if your mother's passed away. Because May is Mother's Day, too. You know, she may be around you and still trying to guide you and still trying to, you know, influence you and help you and things like that. And it may come through your own intuition and your own psychic spiritual connection, or it may come through, you know, other people. Sometimes there's, you know, you get these messages from people, they don't even know they are the conduit. They don't even know they're delivering this profound message to you. It happens all the time, you know. But somebody says something and it's just like, whoa. It just, you know, you feel like you've been Godsmacked, you know. And that could be totally happening this month. But really it's about you doing what's right for you, coming within yourself, being true to yourself. That's your big message for this month. Okay, Scorpio? Hey everybody, thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, all the stuff you guys do to help me keep my channel going, and I really appreciate it. If you want to find out about any of my stuff, check out my website up here in the corner or below. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of May, and I'll speak to you soon.